Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the sixth and final race of meeting number 5. We're in Cheshire, in England, and it is a 7 furlong race, the SEAT Unique Handicap. And you'll notice at the starting gate, at the 7 furlong gate here, my new horse set. These are what they look like. Got them from a company, I think it is in either Romania or Bulgaria. Cost me something like 50 euros each, and I got 15 of them. So they're at the gate and they're ready to go. Let's go through the runners. The blue the blue horse number 1 is Danzig Connection. He's 9-2. Run 2 races, came 5th and 2nd. The red horse is Magambo, winner of his only race, but he's at 92. Those 2 horses are column 2. The green horse is Lucky Ribot. He is column 4 for the race chart and is at 15-1. He's one of the outsiders. Number 4, Clear Choice. Didn't place in his only run. He's column 3 and he's at 9-1. Coupe de Facile. He's on column 2. He's 6th and 4th, but is 7-2. Not a bad price. The white horse is Wise Times. 1st, 3rd, and 1st in his 3 outings, and he's 3-1, but he's not the favourite. He's on column 1. Then the favourite in the pink is Lady's Secret. 1st and 2nd in his 2 runs. He's 3-2 favourite. The grey is Uptown Swell. He is 6-1. 1st and 2nd, but on column 3, he's done really well off column 3. In orange is Nostalgia Star. He is 7-2 and off column 2. Number 10, Al Mahmood. He is 3-1 and off column 2. The light blue is Classy Cathy, 4-1 off column 2. And finally, the green on the dark green on the outside, Combat Hero, 13-1. So I put them all the wrong way now, just because while we're talking at the end of this race, I'm going to detail how I'm going to run my next. It's just a 1 race, but it's the Grand National from Aintree. So I'm going to talk about how I'm going to do that at the end of the race. So you might want to hold on to see how I'm going to work that, because it is a national hunt race. It's got fences. That's some very big fences. But anyway, that will come later. Let's get down to the start. The horses are wandering around and getting ready to go. Just get my race chart out ready and get my little piece of paper. I found this a really good idea, especially for the longer races when you're trying to work out where. I just move this along, and as it stood up in front of me, it makes it a lot easier to read. So here we go. Start of race number 6 here from Chester, the SEAT Unique Handicap. And 11 and 12 will move to 5 and 6, but they'll move one behind. And obviously we're going to use the finishing procedure where you don't have to use every bit of your usage, but you do have to make sure you're not immediately behind a horse, and that can affect what you do around here, because if you get trapped, then you're a bit stuffed. There's not a lot you can do. So here we go. So we're under starters orders, and Danzig Connection is the first one, 21. It's an 8 on a 2, which is an 8.7. So he's going to go 8 and keep 0.7. Magambo, 53, is a 7 on a 2. So he's going to go 8.9. The good thing about these, they slide along this map very nicely. Lucky Ribot, 62, is a 9 on a 4. Not so good. It's an 8.4 still. Staying up with the leaders at the start is what you expect. Clear Choice, 12, which is a 19 on a 3, 7.5, and there could be some action after it, because we've got a start, so it puts him there. Coupe de Seville, 13 is an 11 on a 2, which is 8.4, puts him just there. Wise Times, 16, which is a 9 on a 1. That sounds like a good one. It's only 8.7 though, but still keeps him at the front line. The favourite now, Lady's Secret, is a 12, which is a 19 on a 1, 7.7. Oh, not so good for him. So he's going to just slightly drop off the pace at the start, but a long way to go. Uptown Swell is number 16, which is a 9 on a 3, 8.5. And remember, these horses have got to come in before that corner, because only the first 3 lanes will be the most advantageous. Nostalgia Star is a 56, which is a 14 on a 2, 8.1. He's going to stay in the outside, in the second outside lane so far. 8.1 gives him 1.1 to carry forward. Alma Moon, 11, which is a 1 off a 2, 9.4. So that's going to put him in the lead. So he's going to take 9. And from lane 10, it's going to cost him 1. So he's going to come in 1, 2, 3. So he's going to tuck in front there, and he'll keep 0.1 back. Then these 2 will come to 6 and 7, but there'll be 1 behind, of course, because that's the disadvantage of being on the outside. 53 is an 8 on a 2, which is an 8.7, which will put him effectively 7.7, which is there. Gets a bit crowded at the start, as you can see. And finally, Combat Hero, who is a 12, which is an 18 on a 3, which is 7.6, which will put him 7. Let's have a look. From 7 to 6 is 1.5, 6.5. So it puts him there at 7.3. And what did I say he was? It's a 12, which is an 18 on a 3, which is a 7.6. So 7.6, and he's used 0.3. Leaves him all 0.3. So at the end of the first lap, we've got to find out about the unusual result that we've got, haven't we? Let's see what we've got. And it is the horse that we're looking at is Clear Choice, the yellow. He's got nobody at the side of him, so 4. Horse stumbles at start. Go 5 dice columns lower on the next roll, but only if this is the first, which it is. So that means he is going to be on column 8 for the next move. So got to remember that. As I move that onto the second furlong, let's have a look at the lineup as we currently see it. It is the purple Alma Moon in the lead from Danzig Connection, Magombo, Lucky Rabot, Coupe de Seville, Wise Times, then Uptown Swell and Nostalgia Star. I just got to go and answer the doorbell. Sorry about this, guys. Sorry about that, gents. Nostalgia Star, which is the orange, and then we have Classic Cathy, then the light blue, that is the light blue, the yellow, Clear Choice, and then Classic Cathy. Then we have the favourite Ladies Secret and Combat Hero ready for the second furlong. So here we go with the second furlong. Remembering that Clear Choice has to use column 8. Well, there isn't one, there's only column 7. Let's just read that again. All stumbles at the start go 5 dice columns lower. On the next dice roll. So we'll have to use 7 because you can't go any lower than 7. So here we go. So it's the purple Alma Moon 64 is a 3 on a 2, which gets him 9.1. Alma Moon gets him 9.2. 6, 7, 8, 9, and he's moving in from 8. He's got to come all the way in at some stage. So I might as well use one now. Giving him 0.1. Danzig Connection. In the blue is the next. 56 is a 14 on a 2, which is an 8.0, giving him 8.7. Magambo in the red. 14 is a 10 on a 2, which is an 8.4, gives him 9.3. So it moves him up into second place. Lucky Rabot, the green, 32, is a 16 on a 4, which is a 7.6 for Lucky Rabot, giving him 8.0. Coupe de Facile in the black. 34 is a 10 on a 2, which is 8.4. 8.8 carried forward, so he's just going to stay, and he's going to move in to the 4th lane, which is going to cost him 0.2. So leaves him 0.6 to carry forward. The white, Wise Times, 63 is an 8 on a 1, which is an 8.7, 9.4. So he's going to move in from lane 6 to lane 5.15, and then come in again. So he's going to use 0.3, and he's going to be left with 9.1, but it will be currently in the lead. The grey horse, Uptown Swell, is 44, which is a 3 on a 3, Gives him 9.0 for Uptown Swell. So 9.5. And he's going to come in from lane 8. So that's 9. 9.1 is just going to... He's going to move into there and use 9.3. We'll see 0.2 in the next round. Nostalgia Star. Way out at the moment, but that's a 55 on a 2. 55 is a 3. A 3 on a 2 is a 9.1 for Nostalgia Star, giving him 9.2. And he's going to move the 2 in, so he's going to be on a 0, but he's beginning to move over. Makes it more difficult for the ones at the back. The clear choice is at 16, which is a 10, but we're using this on a 7 for this go. It's a 7.9. It's not that big a difference, really. Gives him 8.4. So move right up on the back of Coupe de Seville. Coupe de Fusil. I always call him Coupe de Seville. Classic Cathy. 55, which is a 4 on a 2. Gives him 9.0, 9.7 to move. So he's just going to fit in there, keep his 0.7 for later. And the favourite Lady's Secret, 35, is a 4 on a 1. 9.1 for Lady's Secret gives him 9.8. 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's going to move right up onto the back of Nostalgia Star. And then finally, the dark green colours, 35 is a 26 for Combat Hero on a 3. 8.8, so it gives him 9.1. And he's going to move right in there. So after 2 furlongs, we have the white Wise Times in the lead from Alma Moon, Magambo, then the Black Horse Coupe de Fusil, the grey Uptown Swell, Nostalgia Star, Danzig Connection, then the green of Lucky Rabot, the light blue of Classy Cathy, and the favourite following that is Lady's Secret, then Clear Choice and Combat Hero as we go into the 3rd furlong of the race. And it is Wise Times 45, which is a 4 on a 1. It's going to give him 9.0 for Wise Times, giving him 9.1 in total. He's going to stay where he is and carry 0.1 over, but he's getting close to that corner, so he's going to have to come in at some time. The purple Alma Moon 43 is an 8 on a 2. 8.6 for Alma Moon, 8.7 in total. So we're from 6 is going to be 8.15. 8.55 takes him to there. So he's going to keep 4.15 to carry forward, but he's moved inside the red Magombo 61 is a 4 on a 2, which is an 8.9 for Magombo, 9.2. So moving up to be alongside Alma Moon keeps a 0.2 to go into the next furlong. Coupe de Fazil, the black 61, is a 4 on a 2, which is 8.9, so that gives him 9.5. He's going to take 8 and move in from lane 4 to lane 3, 8.2. So he's going to carry 1.3 over. Uptown Swell, the grey, 35, is a 7 on a 3. 8.5 for Uptown Swell gives him 8.7. So he's going to move in from 5, 8.2, and then from 4, another 0.2. No, he's going to stay there. He can't move in. 8.2 lives in 0.3. Sorry, he lives in 0.5. Nostalgia Star, right out at the moment, 25, is a 5 on a 2, which is an 8.8 for Nostalgia Star, and that's all he has. 8.15, 8.3 moves him in, and I'll be happy with that. Take over 0.5. Right on the inside, Danzig Connection, the dark blue, 33. That's a good one for him. 33 is a 2 on a 2, which is going to be 9.1. Gives him 9.8. So catching up and still on the inside, which has got a clear run at the moment. Now the light green of Lucky Ribot, 44, is a 4 on a 4, which is an 8.7 for Lucky Ribot, and that's all he has. So he moves right up onto the back of Coupe de Fazil. That's the other good thing about these horses. They fit nicely onto the back of the next horse, so they're slightly too big, but anyway, it's working well. Classy Cathy in the light blue. A 52 is a 7 on a 2, which is an 8.6 for Classy Cathy. 9.3. So it's going to take the 9. Take 0.3 over, but getting close to that corner. Now the favourite, Lady's Secret, 14, is an 8 on a 1. 8.6 for Lady's Secret gives him 9.4. 8. We're coming in from 7. So 8.3 gives him there. 8.5 gets him there. 8.7, and that will be 8.95, and it's going to fit into there. 8.95 leaves him 0.45, and you may think that might be a waste. He's got to come into the third lane at least, but he will go before the green now on the next row. So, and when you get to the end here, you'll see the advantage of actually getting inside and not trying not to get boxed in, but currently he is 64 for Clear Choice, which is a 12 on a 3. So that's exactly 8. So 8.4. So 8.4, going to keep the 0.4 for later. And finally, Combat Hero, 65 is a 15 on a 3. 7.7 gives him 7.8. 7, and we're in column 6. So there, that's 7.3. So we'll put him there, gives him 0.5 to carry over. So at the end of the third furlong, in this race, we have the white Wise Times, Alma Moon in second, then the purple, sorry, in second is Magambo, then Alma Moon, then Nostalgia Star, the Black Horse Coupe de Facile, the grey Uptown Swell, the orange Nostalgia Star, and the light blue of Classy Cathy. Then we have the favourite Lady's Secret, Lucky Ribot, Clear Choice, and Combat Hero, which come into the fourth furlong of this SEAT Unique Handicap here from Chester in England. And it's the white Wise Times 66. That's a good one. 1 on a 1 is going to be 9.2 for Wise Times, and that will mean it's 9.3. 1, 2 has got to come in. So that's 2.25. 3.25. Sorry, 4 to 3 is 2, isn't it? Yes. 2.2. 3.2, 4.2, 5.2, 6.2, 7.2, 8.2, 9.2. Give him 0.1 to carry over. The red of Magambo, 33, another good roll. 2 on a 2 is a 9 for Magambo. So 9.2 for Magambo. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just keeping up with the pace at the moment. The purple Alma Moon, 16, is a 9 on a 2. 8.3. So 8.45 he's got. So he's going to just do the same and stay right on the back of the leader, Wise Times. Now, should be the blue, should be Danzig Connection. Should be the next one. Danzig Connection 56 is a 14 on a 2, which is a 7.8, 8.6 for him. So dropping off the pace a little bit, but still in with a chance. Now we have Coupe de Facile. Nostalgia Charge should be there. Coupe de Facile 64 is a 12 on a 2. 8 exactly, so 9.3 for Coupe de Facile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He will keep his 0.3. Uptown Swell in the grey, 26 is a 9 on a 3, which is an 8.2, 8.7 in total. He's got to move in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 to 3 takes 2, 4.2, 5, 6, 7, 8.2 to there. So he's going to keep 0.25. Orange, Nostalgia Star. 21 is a 9 on a 2. And a 9 on a 2 gives him 8.3. So 8.8 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got to come in from 5. 4.2, 4.4, 4.65. 5, 6, 7, 8.65 just shoves him in the between the blue and the grey. Gives him 0.15 to come round. Light blue Classy Cathy 63 is an 8 on a 2, which is 8.4, which gives him 8.7. Got to come in. 1, 2, 3, 4 from 6. 4.15, 4.35, 4.55, 5, 6, 7. So he's going to keep 1.15. Ladies Secret, the favourite. 53 is a 7 on a 1, which is 8.6 for Ladies Secret. And that will give him 9.05. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's going to keep his 1.05 for the finish at the moment. Light green is Lucky Rabot, 16. 16 is an 11 on a 4. 7.9. 8.6. It's going to take 7 and keep 1.6 to go. Clear Choice in the yellow. 66 is a 1 on a 3, which is 9. 9.4 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.2. 6.7. 7, 8. 8.7, leaving him 0.7, but he's on the inside. And finally, the dark green Combat Heroes being at the back all the time. 12 is an 18 on a 3. 7.2 gives him 7.7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a long way behind. And we've got past the halfway mark of the race. And the positions are Wise Times from Magambo, Al Mamoon, then the black of Coupe de Facile, then Danzig Connection, followed by Nostalgia Star, who's moved up, Uptown Swell, then the favourite Ladies Secret is a bit trapped in at the moment, Classy Cathy, Clear Choice, Lucky Rabot, and Combat Hero. So we're coming into the 5th furlong of this race, 5th furlong of 7 in the SEAT Unique Handicap at Chester. And we have Wise Times with a 54, which is a 3 on a 1, giving him 8.9. Wise Times gives him 9.0, and he's going to take all of those 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Coming into the finishing straight, Magambo. 23 is an 11 on a 2. 8 exactly gives him 8.2. Beginning to lose a bit on the leader now. They're beginning to open a little gap. Al Mamoon, can he make any difference? 63 is an 8 on a 2. 8.3 for Al Mamoon. 8.55. So he's just keeping in line with Magambo. The black Coupe de Facile. 25 is a 5 on a 2. 8.6 for Coupe de Facile. So it gives him 8.9. So again, just keeping on the tails of the leading 3. Got something in reserve at the moment, though. The Blue Horse, Danzig Connection, 12 is a 16 on a 2. 7.5, 8.1. As the field begins to spread out a little, Nostalgia Star, can he come in? He's 72, not a bad price. Oh, a 1. A 1 on a 2 is 9. 9.15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to come through and push in between Danzig Connection and the black Coupe de Facile, and he will make his presence felt. The grey Uptown Swell, 63, is a 7 on a 3. 8.3 for Uptown Swell. gives him 9.0 exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's going to slip in behind Coupe de Fazelle and keep the 1.0. The favorite, Lady's Secret, a 1 on a 1. He's a 9.1. Can he make a, which gives him a 10.15? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pushing in there. Keeps him 1.15. He's going to have to use it soon because it's getting all bunched up in the pack. The light blue of Classy Cathy. $56 is a 10 on a 2. 8.1 for Classy Cathy gives her 9.25. So it's just going to use 8 because it's still in the corner. And these sections would cost a 1.5 every time you move. So 1.25, keeping a bit of reserve for the final sprint. Clear Choice. 13 is a 13 on a 3. 7.7 for Clear Choice, 8.4. Then the light green, the light green of Lucky Rabot. 56 is an 18 on a 4, which is a 7 exactly, so 8.6. And finally, Combat Hero 34 is a 30 on a 3, which is an 8.1. And so he's going to have 0.8 to carry over. So let's have a look at the lineup as we come into the final 2 furlongs of the race. Wise Times, Magambo, Alma Moon. Then the orange Nostalgia Star, Coupe de Fazelle. Then we have Danzig Connection and the favourite Lady's Secret, Uptown Swell. The light blue of Classy Cathy, Clear Choice, Lucky Rabot and Combat Hero at the back as we come into the 6th furlong. We on the straight. Wise Times 56, which is a 10. 52, which is a 7 on a 1. It's going to give him 8.4. Leaving him at 0.4 in the final. Magambo in the red. 22 is a 2 on a 2. Gives him 8.8. Magambo 9.0 exactly. So he's pulled right up onto the back of the leader. Alma Moon in the purple. 45 is a 4 on a 2, which is 8.6 for Alma Moon, 9.15. So he's right on the back. And this is where it will become evident in the next one, because you can't be like that at the end of the race, but you can during it. Nostalgia Star 56 is a 14 on a 2. 7.6 for Nostalgia Star, and he's got 0.15, so 7.75. The black Coupe de Fazelle 36 is 9 on a 2. 8.1 for Coupe de Fazelle, So it's exactly 9. Can he do anything with that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's right up on the back of Al Mamoon. Danzig Connection in the blue, 35, which is a 5 on a 2. Gives him 8.5, 8.6. So he's pushed up and he's just in front of Nostalgia Star at this point. Now the favourite, Lady's Secret, 13 is a 9 on a 1, 8.2. 9.35. 8.1, 8.3, 9.3. So 9.3 puts him there. Uptown Swell, the grey, 13 is a 13 on a 3. 7.6, 8.6 for Uptown Swell. So 8.6 for Uptown Swell is going to 11.6. Nostalgia Star didn't move, so he's still got 0.75, sorry. And Al Mamoon, he's still got 0.15. Yeah. So the blue, the light blue of Classy Cathy, 13 is a 10 on a 2. 8 exactly for Classy Cathy, gives him 9.25. So 8.15 is going to leave him 1.1. That could be good for Classy Cathy. Clear Choice in the yellow, 42 is a 6 on a 3, which is an 8.3, 8.7. Lucky Rabot in the light green, 24 is a 10 on a 4, which is 7.8, so 8.4. And finally, Combat Hero is at the back, 15 is a 26 on a 3. 8.5, 9.3. So leaves him 0.3 as we go into the race to the finish line. We have Wise Times, Magambo, Al Mamoon, then Coupe de Fazil. Then we have the blue. I think that's not in the right place. It should be there. Oh, well, maybe it is. I'm going to put him back anyway because that's where I think he is. Danzig Connection, then Nostalgia Star, the Uptown Swell, Lady's Secret, the favourite. Then we have Classy Cathy, Clear Choice, Lucky Rabot, and Combat Hero. And this is where it's all going to get interesting with the remaining points. So as we hit the finishing line, Wise Times, 14 is an 11 on a 1. That's going to get him 7.8. So that's going to give him 8.2 in total. So he's got 0.2 to carry over. Magambo, 42 is a 6 on a 2. 8.3 Magambo, and that's all he has. 6, 7, 8. He's got to move 8.15 because he's putting right behind him, so he's got to move out. So it leaves him 0.15. Wrong one. So it didn't have to move because he's there. So 0.3 left. Al Mamoon 54 is a 3 on a 2. 8.6. What's he got left? Oh, 8.75. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.15 leaves him 0.6. So he's going to finish in front of Magambo. The black horse now, Coupe de Fazil, 21, is an 8 on a 2. 8.1 Coupe de Fazil, and that's all he has. So he can take all of it and keep 0.1. Now, Danzig Connection, can he do anything? 16 is a 17 on a 2. 6.8 gives him 7.4 to play with. Gives him 0.4. Nostalgia Star. 35 is a 5 on a 2, which is an 8.4. Gives him 9.15. What can I do with this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's going to keep 1.15 because he has got the space between him and the red horse. So Uptown Swell in the grey, 14 is an 8 on a 3. 8.0 exactly for Uptown Swell. 8.6. So he's fine where he is. Now the favourite is not going to win the race. Oh, it's a 1 on a 1. 8.9. 8.95. It didn't do him a lot of good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's going to carry 0.95. Classy Cathy in the light blue, 16 is a 9 on a 2. 8 exactly for Classy Cathy, plus the 1.1 gives him 9.1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is where the disadvantage is. He's 8 to there, but he's got to use 0.15. So he comes out to there and he stays at 0.95. He can't use it because he can't be directly behind him. So he's lost out. The yellow, clear choice. 35 is a 7 on a 3, which is 8.1. Clear choice. Then with his 0.7 is 8.8. So it's got to use 0.15 of it. 0.65 left. Lucky Ribot in the light green is 54, which is a 13. That was a 4, by the way. A 13 on a 4, which is a 7 exactly, 7.4. And finally, Combat Hero, 56 is a 28 on a 3, which is a 7.2, giving him 7.5. He's got to use 0.15 of that. 7.3, 0.35. So there is the race. The winner is the Wise Times. Second is between Magombo and Al Mamoon. 0.6 for Al Mamoon, 0.3 for Magombo. So Al Mamoon's second, Magombo third, fourth Coupe de Facile, fifth Nostalgia Star. Then we've got the Grey Uptown Swell at 0.6 and Lady's Secret at 0.95. So sixth is Lady's Secret, seventh Uptown Swell. Then we've got the two Blues, Danzig Connection 0.4, Classy Cathy 0.95. So Classy Cathy gets eighth, Danzig Connection ninth. 10th is the Yellow Clear Choice, 11th Light Green Lucky Rabot, and 12th the Dark Green Combat Hero. So that is your result. Wise Times from Al Mamoon and Magambo is your 3-place finishers. And I hope you enjoyed that. And now to my next race. So I'll just remove these. So anybody that's not English may not know about this race called the Grand National. It's probably the biggest race in the racing calendar. It's a monster of a race. It is 4.25 miles, which is 34 furlongs. And as you probably know, if you've got this game, it only goes up to 18 furlongs. So what I've done, this is just a single score sheet for the whole race. So there's two sections here, both 18 long. The dark grey one here is just there to split, and this is a carry forward column for when we get to there to bring to here. So what you see here is the white sections of the score sheet, 1 and 18 and 17 and 18 here, is just flat racing. So there's no jump. The yellow sections are going to be the jump, and how I'm going to work that is if you roll a double 1 or a double 6 in any of these sections that are not white, I will then roll a decided die and a d20, and if that is 18, 19 or 20 and a dot, then the horse has fallen and it's out of the race. So if you roll that, it's out. If you roll that, it's still in. But what I will do is I'll move him a dice column forward on the next one because he's hit the fence really badly. And these fences are not for the faint-hearted, I can tell you. Beecher's Brook, these pink ones are the big fences. Beecher's Brook, Canal Turn, Valentine's, and the Chair. And when that happens, it's exactly the same, but double 3s will also be included, and 17 will be included as well. So 17 dot will throw you out. Beecher's Brook is the biggest fence on the course, and it is a monster. Originally, I think it's 4'6" high and something like 3 or 4 foot wide. But many years ago, when you landed on the other side, there was I think it was a 10-foot drop. So you started off at 4 foot and you landed at 14 feet, and the slope back into the brook behind the fence. A lot of horses have been killed at that fence, and what they've done in recent years is they've made it a lot more friendly, and I think it's now something like 2 feet drop, and there is no incline back to the brook. Canal Turn is just a fence, and it's on the turn. So like here would be a fence, but the turn isn't like this. The turn is sort of, if this was the fence, if these were the fence, it's like this. So you can't jump it straight on. You have to come at it at an angle, which is okay unless you're in the corner here. Valentine's is just a smaller version of Beechers. And then you got the chair, which is a big fence. But the devastating thing about this fence is that the brook is in front of it. So you're taking off many feet before you actually get to the fence. So it's the opposite way around, really, to the Beechers. It's not as big a fence as Beechers, but it is a dangerous fence. And you only jump that once. So it's 34 furlongs. There's going to be a lot of markers on here to work out where 34 furlongs starts. And there's 15 horses in it. Normally there's between 30 and 40 horses. And the stipulation is that it's for 7 years and older. In my race, if I did it for 7 years, there'll only be 2 races in it. 2 horses in it. So obviously I've had to reduce that to 5-year-olds and over. And what I'm going to do, so yes, 18 is the maximum. So when you get to 18, I'm going to go back to 11 to 18 and 11 to 18 for the second section, bring us up to 34. Furlongs, which is 4 miles and a quarter. So the runners for this is in the blue. The blue will be Daha, and I'm going to need these 3 because there's 50. I've only got 15 horses, so you can only have 15 in it. So the blue is Daha at 13 to 2. Let's see if I can bring that down a bit further so you can see the actual score sheet. So the blue Daha is at 13 to 2. He's on column 2. The red horse will be Bold King. Hail Bold King. He's on column 3 and he's at 11 to 2. And what you'll notice is there's no column 1s because you could lose a horse in a heartbeat in this race. So if you've got a real money grabbing horse and making a lot of money, you wouldn't put him in the Grand National. He's the red. The light green is Talakino. Oh, Hail Bold King is 11 to 1, by the way. Talakino, he's had 4 races and 5 came 5th and then unplaced in the next 3. The zeros over in the UK, I don't know how they do it in the States. You only record the first 6 places and then everybody else is and also ranked, so I get a 0, so unplaced effectively. So if you got a 10 horse race, you end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 4 zeros. So Talakino is in the light green and he is 8 to 1. In the yellow is Alphabetim. He's on column 3 and he is 15 to 1. The black Strawberry Fields the second, column 3 at 20 to 1. Greighton. He's on column 2 and he's 11 to 2. He's only had 1 race and he came second, so he's got a good chance. They don't get your favourite in this race is usually about 4 or 5 to 1. You don't get evens favourites in this race. The pink Liku of column 3 and he is 15 to 1. The light grey is Truculent. He's off column 4 and he is 25 to 1 for the race. In the orange is Flying Pigeon, column 2 and he's at 13 to 2. By the way, Greighton there at 11 to 2 is a favourite. He's got the green square on there. Next will be the purple Gate Dancer. He's off column 3 and he is 16 to 1. The light blue Jupiter Island, column 4, and he is the outsider at 30 to 1. The dark green horse will be Ava Romance, column 3, and he is at 9 to 1. Then the dark grey horse colours, Palace Music, column 2, and he's at 6 to 1. Then we have the cream for Floating, column 4 at 20 to 1. And then the sort of brownie colour for Teleprompter, column 4 at 25 to 1. So there are your runners for the Grand National. And they don't have stalls. They come up to the line. So to make it a bit fairer, what I'm going to do is when I run the race, I'm going to put these into a container or a bag, and I'm going to pull them out one at a time, so that you can, effectively they're coming towards the starting line, and they'll move about, and you know there's no specific order that these horses come up to the line in. So that's how I'm going to do it, so that it's a bit random. So you know the red horse might be on the 10th row, and the blue horse might be at the back on the 10th row, depending on where it's pulled out, just to make it a bit more random and a bit more like the race. So that's what I'm going to be doing next. I don't know whether to record it or to do it live. Let me know what you think, whether you'd like to sit and see it live, because it will be a long race. I mean, that was 7 furlongs. This is 34 furlongs. So it's a long race. And it's going to take some time because we've also got 15 horses, although that might not be the case by the time we get to here. Once I've marked it out with all the 34 furlongs, what I might do is maybe make the first corner or the first and the second corner always the same. So these are all ones, so that it makes it a little bit fairer. Or maybe, you know, push the ones out to lane 6 for the first lap, so that everybody has a fair chance. So these would all be ones out to lane 6, and then these would be what they are at the moment. Because obviously, I've not worked out where the start is, but if it was here, it'd be a bit unfair to try and get everybody into there, although it would spread the field a little bit. But who knows? Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the race. Leave a comment. Let me know what you want to do with the Grand National, whether you'd like to see it done live or not. If you don't, I'll just record it, probably just record it anyway, because it will be such a long race. But the offer's there, and it's up to you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Once again, the recap on the race was the winner was Wise Times. Second was Alma Moon. Wise Times at 3 to 1, Alma Moon 3 to 1, and third was Magambo at 9 to 2. So hope to see you again. Thanks and goodbye.